Yo, what's going on? It's YEYNotGaming, and I appreciate y'all coming into the channel once again. As you might have heard on Twitter or Instagram, I did get invited to NBA 2K26 Community Day, and I would not have been able to go if it wasn't for y'all, so I really appreciate y'all help building the channel over the course of 2K25. But what I wanted to do in this, I guess, sit down with you guys, kind of explain what to expect on 2K26 without getting in trouble. As you can see, here are the embargo dates. And I'm not gonna break that here in this video. I'm so sorry if you got clickbaited. My bad, I gotta make money, bro. I also wanna explain how Community Day went and where we were and what we did. But if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. 90% of you who watch these videos aren't subscribed, so we're gonna drop a lot of new content, gearing up for the new year, and I'm gonna be on top of all the tutorials throughout the course of the year. So you wanna stay subscribed and hit that notification bell for anything going forward. So without further ado, let's get into it.
I know I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. But can we pretend that I'm the only one? Even though I'm not the only one I know.
Now 2K26, I got the invite maybe a couple months before, and I appreciate the staff over there who believed that I was a good candidate to get invited. But a little bit about what we did and where we were and what to look forward to. Hold on, let me yell at my cats. Yo, what's wrong with y'all, man? All right, so Doda's in here. Let's see if she try to get on my lap. If she gets on my lap, I'll hold her for the video. You do a video with me? You wanna do a video? All right, don't try to surprise me then. So where was I? We were flown out to San Francisco, and the event took place close by, like a Chase Center. It started off, the part of the experience was being able to meet a lot of the people. We had like a big get together where we were able to come by and get swag and kind of chop it up with each other. I met a lot of really good creators, both with huge platforms, and some were kind of like where I'm at, like mid-level to small type creators within the 2K space. I also met a lot of guys who played different modes, who covered either the grand scheme of things like news and what direction 2K going as a whole, to guys who did, you know, my GM and my NBA, folks who did like my career type storytelling type parts of the game. There's park players, there's streamers, there's comp pro-am players, there's ex-2K League players, ex-2K League coaches, and you had every little bit of 2K that you wanted within one building. So to all the players and all the people that were on Twitter that didn't get the invite, and they might have been tight because they had big channels, I don't really know. I didn't really go into the decision making. I don't really know who's in charge of making all of the decisions and why they made the decisions they made. You know, I just happen to be a benefactor of it this time, and I'm really grateful for that. But one thing that's kind of been bothering me on the timeline is people just kind of dragging down the people that do get invited, and I hope there's none of that going forward. So that's kind of bogus, because we're all creators and we all just at least deserve a chance at it. As if I don't go next year, I'm not going to be the one person dragging people down, because I think that's kind of cool. But from what I was saying, for a lot of the creators I met, both big creators and small creators, everybody seemed to be really cool. There's a lot of folks that stuck out to me to where like I thought they would be a little bit Hollywood, and they were actually really cool and open to talk to. Those guys, I'll mention by name. I think Joe Knows is one of them. He's one of those guys where he's easily approachable. And a lot of these guys are taller than what you think too. Like a lot of these folks are, I'm 6'1", and I was like not even close to being the tallest guy there. And I've probably been like the 40, 50 percentile, which is nuts. And like Joe Knows is a cool guy to talk to. He's able to answer any questions that he has. He's been doing this thing for a while, been to plenty of events. A lot of the NBA 2K Labs guys, easy to talk to, really cool guys. They're really about their business, and they didn't really do a lot of like walking around and peacocking like that. But those guys are easy, cool dudes. Like Good Boy, Matt, like a lot of those guys, 𝐒𝐿ZA, really cool dudes who you can go up and just chat to pick their brain a little bit. And then, what I'm saying, like anybody you ran into always had a little bit of advice. One thing that I really love about events like this is that everybody does something a little bit differently to the next guy, and everybody's path to the top of being like a big creator is different. Have you ever been to one of those, whether it be like a doctor's office or maybe a dentist or something like that, to where they have those little squiggly lines? It starts in one place, it ends in the same place. It starts in the same place, ends in the same place, but each line is different on how it gets there. I think that's a good representative of how the path of being a creator works to where everybody's story is a little bit different. Like everybody had a different story than the next person. We had people with small channels. Like I wasn't the smallest, but I was probably up there with the smallest. And my story is different than everybody who was at the exact same spot I was in. And it was good to hear everybody's stories and like what motivates them and what keeps them going, their plans for the future and what they're looking to get out of the whole experience. And whether they're using 2K as an avenue to get somewhere greater, or they're using 2K as a side gig or as at their main hustle. So it was really cool to kind of see where everybody come from, different walks of life, and whether it be folks who were kind of just coming up in the game, 19, 20-year-olds, like guys in college, and then there was guys who were like, oh, like me and Demi. Demi's probably older than me. I don't know how old he is, but me, Demi, Troy, Dan, like a lot of the unks that was there, to where like we're really trying to do this full time and we like feed our families with stuff like this. So it's really cool to like meet everybody and understand where everybody's coming from. When it comes to 2K26 news, like I said, like the embargo dates right here again. Don't want to fall within those lines. Well, I will give you guys this, and I hope I don't get in trouble for this. So Evan, please forgive me. LD, Ronnie, whoever is on the side, please forgive me when I say this. I think the biggest takeaway for NBA 2K26 is that y'all spoke. We spoke as a player group, as a consumer. We spoke, and the developers, they listened. Developers, they listen. When it comes to the gameplay, we spoke and they listened. So a lot of this stuff is about to start rolling out, and you guys are gonna start getting an idea of what I'm saying. I think a lot of the people from older generations, like myself, who've been around since 15, 16, Hollywood, a lot of the DF guys, the guys that have been kind of been about it for a while, TNB, all those dudes, they're gonna love this. Dribble heads, y'all spoke, they listen. Defenders, y'all spoke, they listen. I think we all, as a community, spoke and they listen. I think that's the best thing I can give away without getting in trouble. We'll see, I might get an email. But I think y'all will be pleased on the product that is presented to you guys come August 29th if you have a pre-order. Another thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cover, oh, I think my cat wants to join now. You coming up here? There she is. You wanna say hi? Look. You wanna say hi? Look, say hi? Look. All right, she's by me right now. So another thing I wanna get in, you can't purr on the mic though. Yeah, if you want to purr on the mic, you gotta say hi. Look, come on, look. All right, I gotta let you down, okay? I gotta put you down. You can't be purring on the mic. You can't be purring on the mic. Another thing I wanted to get into is some of the things to be looking forward to. I think you would be pleased. A lot of the game modes are definitely taking a step forward in the right direction. And I think you guys are gonna really like the product that's ahead of you. I would say about a lot of the players that I've spoken to, like everybody seemed to be really cool, down to earth. It's definitely different to a lot of the NBA 2K League environment I've been into, a lot of the comp environment I've been into. I think the creators as a whole are a little more humble in that sense. You didn't see a lot of like peacocking and bigging your chest up and sizing each other up, which can be good for whatever environment you're in. I think we all went in there and we were in a tournament to do something. It would have been a lot of that. But since we all kind of have a similar goal in mind, we all do things a little bit differently. Even though we share a lot of the market share, especially with the game coming out, I think everybody's kind of at least empathetic to each other's positions, which I really appreciated. There were some folks out there, both girls and guys, that I wouldn't say Hollywood, but they kind of were a little clicked up. And I mean, I understood, like we had our group that we was in. We had like, I said, like Black Market was there, Labs was there. We had people that were there that were like in their own groups, but they were easy to talk to and presentable, and they wouldn't really hide anything. And it was maybe like one or two guys here and there that were a little bit like unapproachable in a way, where said anything to them, they were kind of like high and by, and they were really there just like about business. I'm not gonna mention any names here, but the people that attended might be able to understand who they were. And like again, I understand, like these are big creators we're dealing with. And another thing I want to say is big shout out to Mike Wang and Ronnie 2K being able to come in and LD as well. He also came in there and was able to like answer questions, talk to people, and really like chop it up with a lot of the creators and players that showed up. Ronnie would chill with us for most of the time. I'm surprised you still remember me from the 2K League days. That was a W. Mike Wang, again, taller than I expected. Like, bro, these people were tall. And he was able to like chop it up with me, and I didn't really ask him any questions outside of what he'd been asked. Out of the Q&A they've been dropping like periodically on the 2K pages. But just like maybe some little questions here and there to see like what he thought, like what was the decision behind some of the things that we were seeing on the game. And he was pretty open to answering a lot of it. I didn't ask anything crazy. Also, I got scanned in the game, so I'm gonna have a face scan here on the latest copy of 2K26 soon. The company that does the face scans, all they really do is collect all the data, and then they have to send it to a third party to actually pretty much put it together in the game, and then somehow they're gonna get it to my account. So this is what I look like going in. So full beard, full mustache. I didn't get my hair cut, so that's a little bit of an L. I'm happy that I was able to get scanned in the game. Hopefully they make me like an APC or something like that. Like I don't want them. I told them, can they work with the hairline? They said they can do it. So either they give me the exact hairline I got, which would be absolutely tough, but at the same time kind of fire because nobody has it. So I might have my own little haircut in the game. Who knows? Who knows? They might have the Ye line. The Ye line, it's part of the brand at this point. So if that's in the game, then that's definitely a huge W. But they also took us to a Golden State Valkyrie game, which went down to the final few possessions, and unfortunately they didn't come out with the victory. And then we had like a little thing afterwards, which was fun. But that's all for this video, man. I just really wanted to chop it up with you guys and give you guys a heads up on how Community Day went. And I think you guys are gonna be pleased with the product at hand. I certainly am. I had a lot of fun playing it. Had some good memories out there in California, and I hope you guys love the product too as well. But if you haven't already, sub to the channel, hit your notification bell, so we're gonna be dropping like crazy here in the next few weeks. I'm gonna be traveling like a madman. Add me on Twitter. I just gave Elon Musk my $11 a month. So I got YEYNotGaming on X, and then on Instagram, same thing. YEYNotGaming on Instagram. TikTok, YEYNotTikTok. Stay locked in. Hit the notification bell. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Keep us in the algorithm. Keep us going. Appreciate this. You guys that got us here up to this point. I wouldn't be able to do this without y'all. So much love to y'all. Prayers up. Hope y'all love this new game. And until next time, love y'all. Remember that.
I know I'm not